Hi there, folks. It's Jonathan Denwood from WP-Tonic, and in this video, I'm going to be discussing the best formats for you to do if you're looking to get into podcasting. What are the kind of podcasts that are most successful? Which one should you choose from? I've got some great insights. I've been doing podcasting myself almost 8 years. I've built up quite a successful following myself. So I think I've got some great insights. I'll be back in a few moments, folks. Back. So what kind of format structures are out there which you can adopt for your first podcast? Well, the traditional one is interviews. You get guests and you interview them one-to-one. Very successful. I've adopted that for my main podcast. Does take a bit of time, though. There is a bit of back and forth. You have to do research to find guests. There are podcasting booking agencies that, when you get some traction, will approach you, but they have their strengths and weaknesses as well, because you normally have to check out the guests that they're recommending or trying to get onto your podcast. So it can take up a little bit of time, but it's a very popular structure. Number two, you can have a co-host and you can have ongoing discussions with your co-host. Another very popular structure. Works quite well, can get exhausted because basically, depending if both of you are in the same, let's take an example, you're both WordPress developers or developers in general, you could exhaust all the topics around the subject. But it is highly successful, and some of the best podcasts I've listened to have been co-hosted, and it's been a joint ongoing discussion. But they tend to be kind of led around a particular project or business outcome. Number three, basically roundtable shows. They have their strengths. I have a fair bit of experience in that as well. Problem is, to get popular, you tend to push the envelope a little bit. What I mean is they can get slightly controversial depending on the audience which you're trying to appeal to. Also, especially if you don't have a set panel or you have a mixture of a set panel and a guest, it's not always clear what the other people are going to say. In some ways, you could say that about the interview show, but if there's a particular interview that you're not happy with, you just don't broadcast it. And you might sour the relationship between you and the interviewer, but it won't cause any problems. If you've got a panel of peers or associates and friends and you fall out with them because you can't allow a certain episode to go out, that can be a bit tricky. Number four, and I want to point out, I've written an extensive article that lists a lot more than I'm going through this video, because I don't want this video to be too long. So if you want to read all the kind of formats, you find the link in the supportive notes of this video underneath, folks. Number four, just talking to the camera or to the mic yourself. I cannot do that. I know there's a couple of people that I follow that do that regularly, and I'm just mesmerized how they can do it. They do tend to script it all out, and I think that's a ton of bloody work. I really, really do. And I admire somebody that can consistently churn out a podcast week in, week out, and write 30 minutes of notes, which they kind of either read or gives them a skeleton of what they're going to be talking during the show. I tend to do it ad lib, just the same way I'm doing this video. So that is a possibility. It's not one I've ever chosen to do because it would just blow my mind away, basically, folks. So hopefully you found this video really useful. Like I say, there's more info, more advice in the post that I've written. Find the link in the video notes. And if you found this useful, please subscribe to the channel. It's the biggest way you can encourage me to make more of these videos. I'll see you soon, folks. Bye.